What's the most shameless double standard you've ever encountered? I worked at this marketing firm where my boss Kevin had this unwritten rule about office dress code that made my blood boil every single day. Women had to wear heels, full makeup, styled hair, and what he called professional attire, which basically meant expensive suits and dresses that cost more than most people's rent. But here's the kicker that made me want to quit daily. Kevin showed up every day looking like he'd just rolled out of bed after a 3-day bender. Wrinkled khakis with mysterious stains, old sneakers that were falling apart, and polo shirts that looked like he'd slept in them for a week straight. His hair was always messy, like he'd stuck his finger in an electrical socket, and he had permanent coffee stains on every shirt he owned. The man looked like he shopped exclusively at garage sales and got dressed in the dark. Meanwhile, my coworker Lisa got written up for wearing comfortable flats instead of torture devices they called heels. Another woman named Rachel got sent home for not wearing enough makeup, which apparently meant she looked unprofessional and tired. They called it maintaining company image, while Kevin walked around looking like a homeless person who'd wandered into the wrong building by accident. The double standard was so insane it felt like living in an alternate reality. Kevin would literally roll out of bed looking like a college freshman during finals week, but demanded the women look like they'd stepped out of a fashion magazine every single morning. One day, our biggest client was coming for a presentation that could make or break our company. Kevin sent this email to all female employees saying they needed to dress to impress and represent the company with excellence. He specifically mentioned heels, full makeup, styled hair, and conservative but elegant clothing. The email was 3 paragraphs long about professional appearance expectations. That same exact day, Kevin walked into the most important meeting of the year, wearing cargo shorts, flip-flops, and a t-shirt with actual mustard stains on the front. I'm not exaggerating even slightly. Actual flip-flops to meet our $1 million client. The client was this incredibly professional woman in her 50s who ran a huge corporation. She took one look at Kevin's ridiculous outfit, then at our perfectly dressed female employees, and I could literally see her putting the pieces together in real time. During the presentation, she kept directing all her technical questions to Lisa and the other women, completely ignoring Kevin like he was invisible. When Kevin tried to jump in with answers, she'd politely redirect back to the women. After the meeting, the client pulled me aside privately in the hallway. She said she'd noticed the obvious double standard, and it made her extremely uncomfortable doing business with a company that operated that way. 2 weeks later, we lost the $1 million contract. The client specifically requested to work with Lisa directly, but at a different firm. She ended up hiring Lisa away from us with a massive salary increase and better benefits. Kevin was absolutely furious and blamed Lisa for stealing the client behind his back. He couldn't understand why a professional businesswoman wouldn't want to work with a guy who showed up to crucial meetings dressed for a backyard barbecue. The best part? Lisa's new company had a strict dress code that applied equally to everyone without exception. Men had to wear suits and ties, women had to dress professionally. No double standards, no favoritism, just basic fairness. Kevin got fired 6 months later when 3 more female employees quit and filed discrimination complaints. The company faced a major lawsuit and had to pay substantial settlements to avoid court. His replacement was a professional woman who immediately implemented a fair dress code for everyone, business casual for both men and women, with identical standards applied across the board. Kevin tried to fight his termination, claiming he was being discriminated against for being a man. The irony was completely lost on him.